Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, good. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Forgive me if my Korean or my Chinese characters are wrong. But I've got to try and impart knowledge of 20 or 30 years of how to communicate or sell or communicate for network marketing. This doesn't mean whether it's network marketing or selling or anything. We must know these 4 stages of communication. It doesn't matter if you're doing a multi-million-dollar deal or if you're introducing ATOMY to somebody, you must follow these 4 stages. It doesn't, Hannah has asked me to express experience in network marketing. Network marketing is like any other form of communication or any other form of relationship or communication with new people. I'll use an example. There's a lot of mothers here and fathers here. And the first stage is relax. When we have a young child who runs across the road, we get frightened and we pull the young child back. We can do 2 things. We can shout at the young child and frighten the young child, or we can make them relaxed and sit them down in a chair and say, it's not a good idea to run across the road, but you must do that when the child is relaxed and you are relaxed. Then the next section is disturb, the red section. And you tell them about why they shouldn't run across the road, because if they run across the road, they can get hit by a car. All right. And then the next section is how do you relieve them? How do you relax the child? You say, well, because you're young, mummy and daddy will look after you, but when you're older, you'll have to look after yourself. Okay. And the final thing is asking. And that's saying, will you do that for me to the child? And the child will say, yes. These 4 stages we use in every part of our life. I'm a man, so when I wanted to meet my wife, I had to relax her first. I had to make her feel comfortable. I then had to hopefully disturb her by saying, well, if you don't have me in your life's not going to be happy. And then I've got to relieve her by saying, I'm going to create a wonderful dream for us and a wonderful life for us. And then you have to ask the question, will you marry me? Every single relationship is the same way. The big problem why people don't like network marketing is a lot of people don't like to do 2 things. People like to relax people. People relax people all the time. When you bring people into your home and you give them food, you relax them. When you offer friendship, you relax them. When you help a friend, you relax them. People do not like disturbing people. Unfortunately, in network marketing, we have to disturb people. All right. The other thing that people love is the blue section, which is relieving. People like to help people. People like to help people who are in pain, you know, and they that's easy. All right. So the relaxing, the green and the blue are very easy. Okay. But the 2 hard things are the disturb and the ask. People do not like to disturb, and hundreds of thousands of people do not like to ask the question, are you interested in joining ATOMY? Yes or no? They cannot ask that question because it's too difficult for them, because they feel they will be judged. As our previous speaker said about, which is a very good session, the first speaker, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. It's just you know, she was saying, I don't care what people think of me. She's overcome that asking situation. So with ATOMY, you just look at this as 4 stages. We start with the green. The green is relax. Before you bring anybody and discuss ATOMY, you've got to make sure that you are relaxed and they are relaxed. If you ring somebody up after 4 years of not speaking to them and introduce ATOMY to them, I think most people are going to be rather offended. I think it's a good idea to ring them a month before and say, how are you? How's your family? Nice to talk to you again. Or before lockdown, we could go and have a cup of coffee with somebody and we talk about our family, we talk about our friends, and we also talk about our story, which is a story of how you joined ATOMY. And once they're relaxed, you don't try and sell them ATOMY, they listen to your stories. That's a relaxed atmosphere. The disturb is exactly what the first speaker said. The reason she's a sales master is because she was able to disturb a lot of people by saying, well, I know you're unhealthy, but I've got a solution for you. I found that when I use ATOMY, my health got better. And that's the blue section, which is relieving. So disturbing is upsetting somebody. Okay. and relieving them is actually giving them the solution. If you take hemohim, this will happen. I found from my experience that this happens. And then the final thing is ask the question, would you like to try the product? Would you like to join ATOMY? Would you like to do this or do that? And the reason many people do not like to ask is because they don't like the word no. Okay, and that's the problem. So they're the 4 cycles of any stage of relationship, whatever you do in ATOMY, is you've got to, first, before you communicate with somebody, you've got to relax, and then you've got to disturb them. The way I disturb is I say, you know, I love Thailand, I live in Thailand, and now I'm stuck in Australia. I miss all my friends. I got my partner up there who I haven't seen her for, you know, 18 months. Okay. But ATOMY has been able, this is the relief for me. The disturb is I'm upset because I haven't seen my girlfriend and my friends. The relief is ATOMY came into my life and I'm able to communicate with all my friends around the world. And when I ask them to join, they say, fantastic. So that's the 4 stages. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. But just one question you got to think of is that Hannah is very good at 2 of these things. Okay, and Sarah is very good at 2 of these things. That's why they make a good team. So if you can guess, you know, I will tell you, but I'll give you 15 seconds to think what Hannah is good at, in my opinion.
Relax.
Yes, she relaxes you. And also, when she started with ATOMY, she was very scared. And she said she used to nearly cry because she's scared about asking people. But the reason she's successful is because she overcame that fear of asking. Okay. Now, what's Sarah very good at?
Disturb.
Yeah. Oh, you're very good. Disturbing. Sarah is very, very good at disturbing people. That's not a nasty thing. Sarah's a lovely lady. It just means she says, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. Okay. And she's very, we say in English, she's very pragmatic. She's very in your face. And that's good. But also Sarah's not scared of asking. Okay. So if you want to be successful, you want to be successful. You may be very good at relaxing. You may not be very good at disturbing. So you learn from Sarah. You may be, everybody's very good at relieving. All right. But if you're scared of asking, well, then you can say, well, Hannah had a problem with asking. And now she's a Sharon Rose master. So, you know, I can ask. Okay. So that's the 4 stages. And I'll give you a little secret of years of experience. Okay. This is $1 million secret. Okay. And I'm giving it to you for free. When you ask somebody, you always give them an alternative. You say, would you like to try the product? You don't just say, would you like to try the product? You say, would you like to try the product? Yes or no. And you always make, then you look at them and you think yes in your head. If you think yes in your head, and you look at them and you look at their eyes, you think yes in their head, 90% of the time they will say yes, because yes in your head means your face says yes. But if you are scared and you think no all the time, all right, oh, they may say no, they may be judging me. Your face will look like a no. Okay, so it's very important that when you speak to somebody, you say, would you like to try the absolute? Yes or no? And then you just look at them and you don't say anything. You just look at them and let them think. Even if you have to sit there for 40 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, you do not say another word. And you wait for them to say, and 90% of the times they'll say yes. So that's the 4 stages. You can use this with your children. You can use this with your old parents. You know, heavens above, mum, please settle down. If you don't stop walking around the kitchen so fast, you're going to fall over and hurt yourself. Maybe I should just come around more often and see you so you don't hurt yourself. Can I come around and see you on Monday and Wednesday? It's the same thing. We have to do this cycle. And the reason people aren't successful is because they forget one of the 4 things. Okay, so hopefully that helps. And, you know, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.